Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Rune Factory Frontier. I'm Master 500 Silent. Last episode, we met the rest of the townspeople, and we went up and we found out that this beanstalk that we created goes up to Whale Island, which we learned about in episode 1. And we found out that the whale is endowed by a magic called Rune, which allows it to fly into the sky. But its rune source is weakening, and if it continues, it will fall apart and it will crash down to the land below, killing everyone. So naturally, our job is to stop this terrible thing from it coming to pass. And also, I was inside a whale island where there are monsters, and I didn't get killed by a monster. I passed out because I freaking used a hammer. That should not have happened though. It should have been a cutscene controlled thing, and I should have been fine. But anyway, that is not what happened, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. Makes me sad. So I've decided, as long as I can record it all, Rune Factory Frontier will be updated Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Shining Forest Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I figure I would say that in a video. That way, both people who would know about it, in case they don't actually see my posts about stuff like that. Yes. But once we're done with the watering here, we're gonna actually clean up the field. We're gonna head back up there and hope Melody hasn't been devoured by monsters yet, because I was freaking incompetent. But now that we have the hammer, and in a very weird fashion of now having it without actually doing what we're supposed to do, that's never happened to me before. We can smash our little rocks with it. And I'll have to do that later, but gosh, I feel like an idiot. I feel like a freaking idiot. Oh my gosh, that's never happened to me before. Oh, we have medical herbs here. Basically, the equivalent of Harvest Moon colored, well, not really, because they have those equivalents in this game, but they have some different effects in this one. Time can pass by really slowly when you have so much work to do. We're already at 1:30. No, we're 12:30 in the afternoon. The same kind of strafing controls from Tree of Tranquility exist in this game, and yeah, that's how it works. For the most part, your controls will be similar to Tree of Tranquility. If you've played that, well, there you go. Or if you've played Animal Parade as well, which I actually recently started playing. And hopefully soon you guys will be seeing a first impressions video on it, so that'll hopefully get you guys all excited about it. Okay, so now that we got our freaking yard cleaned up, let's dump the junk in the trunk over here. And we can get some money out of it. I don't need any of that stuff right now. So anyway, let's get on up there and we'll save Melody. Well, she's not really in danger. She's in danger for my stupidity, though. How can I run with that thing with one hand like this? But I did want to get the hammer before we really got into any real monster fighting, because the hammer is the first tool you get that can actually do some decent damage against a monster. You can actually damage him with both hose and watering cans as well, but it's just a little unorthodox. Especially because your attack motions do not match up very well with using those as weapons. And since they're tools, they don't actually have high attack power, at least the hose and the watering can doesn't. After you upgrade them, though, they actually can do some pretty decent damage. But we'll actually have to get a real weapon before we actually start, Come here, bro! I missed. Come on. Alright, there, dead. Now, well, that will be useful later. I don't know. Maybe. But let's not worry about these guys right now, because I can't really fight them very well with a hammer. It takes too long. You're going to want to actually get a real weapon, but if you're really impatient, the hammer is a good tool to use. And here we go. We got the of just dodging spider ant acid spit while I collect this stuff and get on through here. This is not the way I planned out doing these episodes. It's just the weirdness is just kind of hit. So we're back. Is this thing gonna play out the same way, or how's it gonna go? What are you doing? Swing the hammer at the rock to break it. I tried, Melody. I've never actually seen what happens though, so that's kind of a learning experience. So wait, our hit knocked us out, so it didn't count.
Yay! You dug up a hot spring!
She's got the hots for us now. Oh.
I knew my intuition was right.
Sorry about that. I will get to that in a minute.
I have no time to waste. All right, I'll be renting a bathhouse, so be sure to come by.
So yeah, let's go do that now. Actually, we'll follow her out of here. So I will use return magic. I will meet you back outside of the back on the ground in front of the clock tower. All right, hello everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that cut. Because the phone rang. Well, I apologize about the phone ringing. The cut was fine, but like I would have had to cut had I not had a phone call though. It would have just been a quick walk back. But as you can see here, in the course of like 5 minutes, Melody has already created a giant bathhouse, which we'll actually want to utilize. We have Laga Springs. Hello, Melody. Welcome, Rune, to the Laga Springs. Laga Springs. Yep, that's the whale's name. It's called Laga. That's why it's called Laga Springs. But I'm the one who named it. Taking a bath cleans the soul, so you should come every day. Yes, actually, you should. Hi, Regina. So we'll hear you take a bath. The bath opens at 3. Just wait a little. Oh, I didn't know I could get in here. It's 5 minutes till 3. Gosh. Anyway, but yeah, this is a very useful thing to have as early as possible because it will essentially double your energy output. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. It basically works as like the hot springs do in Tree of Tranquility.
Welcome. The bath is perfect as always today. That will be 10 gold. Thank you. Enjoy.
It may actually cost something in this game, but compared to only from nothing to only 10, it's not that big of a deal. You can ship a weed and pay for your bath, basically.
That's nice.
And then you'll be fully healed, and you'll have all your HP and all your rune points back. And then you're ready to continue off on your merry way. That's so basically all there is to it. So there we have it. Everything I'm gonna do back up there on the island soon. Actually, I'll probably do it today since I actually have the seeds for it. But it'll depend though. But I want to actually see how much weapons cost because the hammer to me is too slow and sluggish for small enemies like that. Let's see what we got here, Ganesha.
Welcome. Buy as many as you want. I won't stop you.
Alrighty. Well, broadsword simply costs 500, which you can't actually afford right now. The spear also costs 500. A two-handed sword costs 800. Spears are actually kind of high on the attack range, but it requires a little more skill because it burns up rune points quicker. You see, rune point use 16 as opposed to a 9.
Maybe next time.
You have to keep that in mind too, because every swing will gradually lower your rune points. It's not as bad once you get used to it, once you get better swords, but you'll probably want to start off with a simple broadsword. One-handed swords for me are the best kind of combat wise. So let's see. I guess we can head back up there real quick and do what I wanted to do. Because actually, Let me just explore a little bit of the island up there without having to elaborate too much. That call really threw off my time, but I'm going to the end of the day anyway, unless I get killed. So, there you go. You may end up getting killed a lot at the beginning. It's bound to happen. Always remember, Melody, you can only take one bath a day, and you can't take a bath till 3 o'clock, but it's a free energy refill. Well, it's an energy refill, and it's very convenient to have be able to do that as soon as you can. Because if you're early on, you're going to be using a lot of your stamina, because your tools are going to eat up your stamina like crazy. So having the bathhouse open as early as possible is vitally important. So... I'm getting used to the controls again. So, somewhere around here is, down here? Yeah, here we go. We got ourselves some fields. And you can actually, plant stuff up here. It takes, I think, slightly longer to grow, but once it's fully grown, it will have a benefit, which I will explain to you later when it actually happens. It's a different mechanic than your average Harvest Moon game, so... You know, and trust me, and for what we're going to be doing, you're going to need at least nine energy. Sorry, not 9 energy, 9 spaces to do this. You need 9 full spaces, all next to each other. Well, that may not be true, actually. You may just need 9 spaces, period, of something planted. It'll take to however long the turnips take to grow. Turnips are the fastest cash crop, one of the fastest cash crops in the game, since seeds only cost 10 gold, and you get about at least 100 per turnip. So, I mean, you do the math. Alrighty, so let me get this stuff. I'm not even gonna worry about that. This game doesn't actually utilize anything like material stones, so. You don't have to worry about that. Monsters will occasionally drop stuff like that. For example, that's a knife piece. This orb here I'm attacking is what is called a monster spawn. It's a monster spawner. It is a portal from the first forest. So, that's what keeps the monsters spawning. So as long as they exist, they will continue to plague your life with unhappiness. Hopefully that isn't actually too loud. Because if my audio is not synced perfectly, that could be really annoying. Having that sound play through both. I'm gonna go to the goblins for now. There's no real reason to fight them. Well, actually there is. You get experience points like in a normal RPG. But we're not really going to work with them right now, because I'm here mostly to kind of to do a little bit of mining. Now, in this game, there's no real mines, just dungeons. So, we're actually safe back here. So, there's no real mines, you just have to smash boulders that are inside dungeons. That's your equivalent of a mine. Alright, so we have to move quickly. The monsters will never eat away your rune points by attacks, only the HP. I gotta do some creative dodging with these guys. The goblins can get a little annoying when you're trying to do stuff and you're kind of too weak to really do much about them. Bam! I'm gonna kill you, spider. And also, keep this in mind. Once you've done good enough to level up, if you level up, you will get a full stamina refill. So keep that in mind. You'll want to try, if it's really important, you'll want to try and time your levels up very carefully. Alright, don't bite me. Don't bite me, bro. Unlike some games, the monsters don't actually just do damage by coming into contact with them, so that's actually very nice. Let's see, we can check our level up status by going over here. How much experience do we need? It doesn't really say, does it? You just gotta kinda guess, I guess. Yeah, stunner hammer has a chance to stun it in. Gosh, stop running away. There we go. Those are skill ups, not level ups. Those are very different things. And all those monster spoils items I'm getting, mostly used to be sold, but you can actually use them for certain other things, which I will show off later on when I actually can show them off. We have a few more rocks here. These gray items, gray rocks are scrap iron, and the red ones are iron. So that way you know the difference of what to look for. In this game, items of all kinds come in different levels as well. So you have like sometimes level 1 iron, sometimes level like 5 is an example. They go in from levels from 1 through 10, and the higher level, the more useful they are, and the more they sell for. It's actually very dark. It's hard to see, both on the TV and on the capture device. On the capture screen, I mean. Well, that's probably all we're going to really be doing for this for today. I could have actually just warped out. I probably would have been smarter. Always remember to abuse the 2 button when you need to go somewhere. So let me get my items in the shipping box. I wish I'd remembered to put some scrap iron I got earlier in there, but it is what it is. It's okay. Scrap iron doesn't really get you too much, but it can get you some, and that's what's important. So nighttime officially starts at 9 o'clock, huh? Okay, so let's get all this junk in here. We also have 920 gold now, so we're able to buy, sorry, my mind's blanking. We'll be able to, buy a sword next time. We go to the blacksmiths. There we go. I'll be keeping the knife piece for something later on, which is actually very... Actually, hold on. Is there any level 1 iron in there? Yeah, actually keep the level 1 iron. So, let's quickly use up the rest of our stamina on something productive, like smashing boulders. Or pebbles, really. So, I apologize if these episodes are feeling a little strange. I'm still getting used to them all myself. Man, I forgot how quickly your stamina burns at the beginning of the game. That's enough for that. So, yeah, this was a new experience. This is kind of awkward. Let's playing this game for me personally. So that is saved. I'm gonna stash away these items. I'll save again because I should put those away in first. And I guess that'll do it for this episode of. Just keep up on there for the screen for a minute. That'll do it for this episode of Let's Play Rune Factory Frontier. Hopefully everyone's been liking this so far. Man, last episode's ending was just embarrassing to me, but goodness. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode of Let's Play Rune Factory Frontier. Hopefully everyone is going to enjoy this. Hopefully it will satisfy all of you Harvest Moon fans out there. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all will join me next time.